Yo, what's going on? It is your man B Swift, and you already know when they pull up and come see your dog, man. And today I got my partner from the A in the building, Trouble.
For sure.
What's up, bro? How you doing today?
Another day, another blessed, gang. Stand aside, stand free, man.
Man, it's been a long ride for you.
Definitely.
You know, I've been a fan for a while. I've seen some of the ups, I've seen some of the downs.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I've seen
real.
some of the disappearing acts and coming back like I'm
Definitely.
back around.
Yeah, definitely
you know,
were there.
but you out here and you winning right now, and I think that's dope. So
I appreciate that, gang. That
I
real
know-
shit.
No problem. Now we're gonna take this interview everywhere. So you
I
know,
don't give no fuck about nothing.
that's why I rock with you,
It's
because
up
you're
there.
open book.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Let's do it.
So look, you know, for those who don't know, I want you to tell them where you from and where you represent.
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. East side of Zone 6. Edgewood is the heart of the zone. You feel me? So
Facts.
straight from the jet, man.
Now let's talk, because I know Trouble, and I know Trouble from being a fan, and I've seen the gangster side of Trouble, but then I've seen the music side of Trouble.
Yeah.
When did you decide to really get serious on the music? Because when I look at Trouble, I've always seen 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And when
Yeah.
I say that, 1 foot in the streets,
For sure.
1 foot in the rap game. It's like, I'm cool right now, I'm a rap. I'm
For
go
sure.
back to being who I am. You know what I mean?
Over there, no fuck the rap.
Yeah, you know what I
Over
mean?
there,
So
yeah.
when did you decide to say, you know what, let's go?
Well, our gate was coming home from chain gang and then jumping into the business. I was shit, let me just try something different. And then goddamn, like you said, like I definitely had my moments where I stopped for like 2 years. Like fuck the rap, I ain't dealing with it. Shit too gay.
Right.
Feel me? And then I had just from my relationship with people I respect, like Zaytoven, my OG, Carter, Strong. You know what I'm saying? They was just talking to me and just giving me different advice and just a different perspective on shit that made me be like, all right, let me jump back into this shit. So maybe like around the time that I did the Zay Did It project,
Okay.
and that probably like what, 2015, I think,
Yeah, I think that's what it
2015,
was.
some shit like that. That when I really just jumped back into it like that. Like, I bet. That's why I even named that project Zay Did It. Cause it was like, fuck him doing all the beats. He was just my motivation and inspiration, like to take shit serious and to jump back in that shit. Like, all right, fuck it, bro. Cause it was just like just giving up. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean, even though I had my own reason for why I was like fuck rap, but it still looked like, man, they gave up that fast. Like, god damn, dog. Like, yeah, like nigga need y'all shit. Nigga need a voice. Cause these niggas ain't
Facts.
talking about shit.
Facts.
Hell yeah, so maybe around 2015, and then when Mike came and hit my line, what is 2017, late 2017 type shit, that when it definitely just took a different turn.
Now let's talk about that, because for those who don't know, Mike Will used to bug the mess out of you
The
about trying to
fucking
get you in the
worst
studio.
way.
Like calling you, like pull up, yo,
The
come do this,
worst.
come see me,
Yeah.
and you was like, no,
Yeah,
I don't want to rap with you. Leave me alone.
I appreciate that shit, and indeed, like at that time, I was like, man, this nigga the wig. We call that shit the wig, and Atlanta, like when a nigga just blowing you over, like,
Right.
god damn, my nigga, feel me? But I really did appreciate that shit though, like 'cause for to have a motherfucker who just believe in you in that type of manner and just want to just push you over the edge, 'cause it's just so easy to. For like, you got so many yes men out there
Facts.
motherfucking these times, so it's like, and especially like if you the big dog, so it's like whatever you saying, they gonna be like, shit, all right, shit, that's just what it is. So they have a nigga be like, all right, that's spread how I feel about something. Nigga be like, fuck that. What you think about this? This what's going on, you feel me? Like, I appreciate that shit, but at that time, like, what a lot of folk don't know, like, me and Mike been fucking around for years and years.
Right.
Like, when I first came home, he had relationships with my ties to the street, like with folks who I was fucking with in the turf. And when they jumped into music, they was already doing their own thing. So when me and Dog started linking up, it was just off of genuine goddamn, it was just genuine rocking with. Like, yeah, it was just a genuine rocking with, like an understanding of each other. So it was like, we never even did nothing. Like, we probably, if we go through that shit, we probably did one or two songs, goddamn, like from me being home, coming home to doing rap, all the way up to this point, all the way to the point before Edgewood. We probably had done did two goddamn songs. So it was never even about no music shit with us. Like, we just, I always just felt like Shawty was a good nigga, and I respected his hustle, his ambition, and just watching everything that he was doing, like from the ground all the way on up, and just how strong he stayed inscribed by this shit. 'Cause he was dusty fucking had shit going on either. Same way I was. I was
Right.
dusty fuck, broke hell too. $3,500 I ran up from prison, you feel me? So it was like, and to see what he built that shit into, it was like, damn, that when I took into a different notation, it was like, that, all right, let me try this shit, fuck it.
Now, how important is it to you on these relationships? Because, you know, you're a street dude, and I get that, and I sense that, and I know that because I'm around that myself.
Yeah.
How important on you is it being the relationships got to be right? Fuck the music, forget whatever you trying to pay me.
Yeah.
If I don't rock with you, I can't rock with you.
And that's how I always been though. Like that just come from how I was moving in the turf. 'Cause like if you just befriending every goddamn body, and like no matter what they got going on, you gonna be the closest nigga on the edge to end up getting fucked though.
Facts.
You end up getting fired up, or a nigga gonna take your ass off. Cause you don't know how if this person ain't feeling the same way that you forcing yourself to feel on, a nigga gonna feel what we call it sweet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this nigga too sweet, cause you just trying to be with every goddamn nigga. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I kind of took that same mentality for when I do my music. So it's like that's why I ain't never been in the forcing no situation. I don't give a fuck how hot a nigga is. You can be the hottest nigga on the planet and reach out to me. But when we finally end up getting together and I ain't fucking with your vibe, then I ain't gonna force that. Like, I don't give a fuck what we could have made up out of it. Cause I'm thinking along down the road, it's like, all right, if this song end up going, we're gonna have to be next to each other. We're gonna have to do shows and shit. But I'm knowing you fool as fuck, I'm gonna end up embarrassing you at one of them shows, like, see some shit that I don't like that you did and pop your fuck ass out. You ain't no DJ who I can't touch. Like, you're a rapper, so I gotta rap. I can get you. You feel me?
The DJs, you might get a semi-pass, but the rappers?
Anytime, but hell no. Like, I can have you, my boy. You feel me? So,
Right.
like, for me, I don't even fuck. It's like, hell no. But I like for a motherfucker that I can just drink. That's why anytime I'm even doing anything, bro, like, beside the Drake feature, because he did that shit when I was in Hawaii. Outside of that, every nigga that I don't did something with, I actually had to sit with them, chop it up with them nigga for a minute.
Make sure.
And get your feel first and be like, yeah, I fuck with that. And then go from there with it.
Now, that's real, and you can't be mad at that, you know.
Hell no.
I think it makes sense because at the end of the day, the characters got to match. Your representation. I can't be on the song with you if you fugazi or you flies and like it don't work. Like I can't have that on my name.
And you gonna have that a lot. It's like, cause we don't gotta come from the same background. I feel like you don't gotta be the same nigga and me, and like 8 times out of 10, like you ain't gonna be that no way.
Right.
So for me, it's just about being real within yourself. Like you could have been a good working kid and all that shit, like your whole goddamn life, like lying, whatever you call it, like ain't never been had no whole none of that shit. But if you true to yourself and like, you ain't got no problem expressing that and being like, man, shit, I ain't never had ooh, and telling your truth. I fuck with that even more than a nigga who'll goddamn be kicking the fool when like he from where I'm from.
Right.
And then I get with him and he scared to come over there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't met so many niggas, I be shit. First thing they want to do, go to the studio, let meet up at the studio. The shit, I'm in the blow right now. Pull up on me in the bottom. We just thugging. Shit,
well, ain't nobody pulling up to the blood. We seen the movie. We seen the show. You gotta be kind of hard to pull up.
I don't know about that one, Troy. Shit, I'm just meet you at the studio now. Fuck the studio now too. Then don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? But
facts.
hey, yeah, but if you just trill about it and like you just like keeping it under from the gate, then I have no type of expectations of you. You feel me?
Nah, that's real. Like you say, tell me up front that you don't want to do that. So at least
I
know he ain't that kind of dude. So now we not gonna move that way. One thing I definitely wanted to talk to you about today, the water gun thing you did. You know what I mean? Guns down, water guns up. What made you decide to do that? Because I thought that was very dope. You know what I mean? When I seen it.
That actually started from my one of my closest friends, his name US.
Okay.
US 2500 on Instagram, MMB. But he came to me, him and some homegirls of his or whatever. They, you know, regular shit, just shooting each other with the water guns and shit in the hood, whatever. Then they end up pulling up on them at a club one night, sprayed them down in the club. So off gate, knowing that this is my buddy, everybody who was doing it started calling like, what Trug? Tell Trug, give me this shit, woo. So he called me one day like, fuck with us on the water gun shit. I mean, I'm not finna be running around the goddamn city, goddamn day, they just spraying no goddamn fuck all that. The only time that I even got, once I got with it, once he broke it down to me at a different point, he was like, bro, I was like, shit, meet me in the hood. So he pull up over there in the blow, he pull up in the bottom, we on Norfolk. He was like, bro, it just like, the only reason why I'm saying like get with it type shit, he like, cause everybody follow everything that you do, dog. So you like spell it like in the A, you like, you gotta think about it, there's so much smoking shit out there, motherfucker out. You can kill a lot of shit just by saying that goddamn, you participate, you put this shit up on the ground, niggas gonna get with this shit. The same nigga who just saying fucking and this shit lame and all that shit, Trug, you get with it, like that shit gonna take a whole turn. So when we got to chopping it up like that, I got a different goddamn view on it. It was like, all right, now this makes sense. I'll fuck with it, you feel me? So I was like, shit, tell everybody goddamn, we gonna link up goddamn the weekend, boom, boom. So we just did that and had a couple walls like in the hood. We went to the mall, West End Mall, until the different folk pull up, boom, boom. It going deep every time. We did it like 3-4 times. And then before you know it, I hit Sarah, I hit Lil, my management, before we do my merch and shit. I like, make a flyer for me, cause you know I don't know how to do that shit. So I like, make a flyer for me. They made a flyer, told them everything I wanted on there. I ain't never get no permit, none of this shit. It was just that I just knew what my intention was.
Yeah.
So after they made the flyer, I put that shit up on the ground. I was like, everybody welcome, goddamn, kids, everything, you feel me? Kid friendly, all that. Cause nigga know not to bring no bullshit. anything that a nigga throwing, then
and
you
that's what I was gonna
that.
ask, cause I'm like, for you who you are, and I know you get respect in all the hoods, but of course you always got hoods that got problems, or dudes that got problems, crews. I'm like, I wonder if bro was ever like, yo,
definitely real issue.
We can't
too.
be on no problem. Like this is the one time we got to
shit
squash.
was litty at that moment. Like niggas had just been goddamn. It had been going back to back on some real nigga shit. But like, and then, now one of these my crew, but I know both of them. You feel me? So like when I actually throw the event and I invited everybody out, no matter where you came from, it ended up being like over 850 folks out that motherfucker. Folks drove from Virginia, Louisiana, Athens, Columbus, Georgia, Macon, every goddamn world. Like, and I'm just getting it from them walking up to me and telling me how much they appreciate it and shit, and let me know where they came from with it. And at one point, while we out there in the middle of the motherfucking field, both of the oppositions end up pushing up at the same time. And I'm in the middle, I'm looking like, man, these niggas better not be on no duck shit out there motherfucking field. Like, don't start that shit,
Right.
But nigga actually end up approaching us. It's like, bro, we just respect everything that you do. Like, we know where you come from with this shit, truck, and we understand where you trying to go with it, dog. Like, so just off of love for you, dog, like, we killing all that shit, man. Fuck that shit. Like, let you have fun, man. Pulled out their water gun for, you know, these niggas went from shooting bullets to shooting each other with water.
And that's so huge. You know what I mean? It's for,
that
for,
when I
for
knew
it to
it,
come off
that when I knew it was something else.
Yeah, like, and that's so crazy because the influence, and I'm sure that made you really open your eyes. Like, I know who I am.
At that moment, like, even like it being the practice awards and all that shit, all that bull as fuck. But at that moment, to actually see like the water gun kill a real bee, like that shit really had me froze for a minute. Where I ain't even run around the park no more and shit for a little bit. I was just still thinking about that shit. Like, damn, it's crazy. Like, we definitely gotta take this love and spread this love all the way on, not like the different spots, different cities and states, for sure.
Now, is this something you like, yo, we doing this next year, get ready? Like,
yeah, only reason we ain't even end up doing, like, more as soon, like, it was because it was kind of towards the end of the summer.
Right.
Like, when I throw the first one. So, at the top of the year, like, I'm going to come back for sure. Like, at the top of summer next year, 2020, take this shit every city, every state that we can that's willing to fuck with us on their parts and all that shit. Even the one that might end up bucking, we might just buck out with their ass too and shit and just still have us a ball, you know what I'm saying?
Now,
so
come on, we bringing it to that.
Hell yeah, cause different ball player, football nigga, basketball nigga, all type of nigga reached out to me after seeing that shit. Like, truck, bro, it be crazy on the outside too, bro. And like, we fuck with that, man. Like, let's link up, let me know what we need to do, man. Let's bring that shit to our city. So I'm definitely with that.
Nah, and that's so dope. You know what I mean? Now let's run to the music because right now you got She's a Winner.
Yeah.
It's going crazy.
It's lit.
Not gonna lie, when I first seen the title and I seen it, I was like, this ain't a Trouble record. What the hell is this?
Yeah.
Like,
I've listened to Trouble. Shit.
Yeah, I'm like, this ain't gangster. Like, this ain't the Trouble I know. This ain't Edgewood. But when I open it, I'm like, all right, this is hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is different, and it opens a different door for bro. Definitely. So when you got that and they start feeding ideas and maybe what it could and what it should, were you open to it, or was you like, hey, bro, we don't make this music?
It wasn't even no shit like that. It was like, I fucked with the boy Hitmaker, Young Bird. Okay. So the homie ended up just calling my line one day when he was down there, and I ended up being in the biddy. So he like, Troy, I want you to link up with me. Goddamn, let's just chop it up for a minute. Woo, I had shit on my mind. So I pull up on him at the studio that night. You know what I'm saying? I got like 8 snacks with me, a bunch of homies. So we just in that bitch drinking, smoking and shit, just kicking for a minute before we can get to some music. And dog just expressing to me like, bro, every snack I ever end up getting around, like, they always had the most respect for you in the world, goddamn, always talking how I love you, they fuck with you. He was like, so me being Benny, man, just made me think like, damn, why the hell Troy, man, never did no goddamn female records like that. And I actually never had even thought about it like that. I just be so focused on what I'm focused on, like, for like speaking for the turf and talking for the young and trying to make this shit, make it up out of this shit.
Right.
Like, so I never thought of it at that point, and I don't ever go into the studio with no complete direction for what songs I want to make. So, but he had to froze me for a minute. I was like, damn, I don't even got, really, I got like a handful of songs that I done made like for the snack, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, and I'm like the latest man out this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the whole snack king, you know what I'm saying? I don't even got song for them. So I was like, damn, that make all the sense in the world, bro. Like, let's do some shit then, fuck it. And we actually ended up doing like 6 songs that night, and that was probably was like the 4th or the 5th one. Like, and he just pulled up the beat. Like, I just like going through the tracks. I ain't been like, hey man, we need to talk about this because you know there's so much injustices going on and all that shit. I don't be on that one. We just had an open conversation anytime we in that bitch. It don't be no planned shit. So after we had that conversation and we got going through beats, that when I heard that track and he finna skip over, I was like, nah, hell, go back to that shit real quick.
It's
and
always
I just heard
the one they gonna skip over
every time, I swear.
Always that one, like, hold on, bro, play that one.
So I went back to that motherfucker, went in there, knocked that motherfucker out about 20 minutes, and we came out, chopped it up some more, and just kept it going for real. So I never thought like that was gonna be no shit like that until I took it to the management and the team and shit, and asking their opinions about the song that we did over the night, and everybody picked that song.
That's dope. You know what I mean? Because I think it opens you up to a different fan base now. Yeah. That people are really like, oh, well, let me go listen to other stuff.
Like, he got some fun in it. They don't even know, like, it ain't no party, like a school party. Like,
look, it's school, ain't at your party. Your party kind of low-key.
Besides motherfucker who just know me personally, they gonna like, Shout go tear your shit out. Shout have a ball before who don't know, they feel like, that nigga robot, man. I don't know about goddamn going around shot. You know what I'm saying? So, hell no. Nigga human at the end of the day. Nigga don't play, but hell no. Nigga human, and nigga grown and fuck.
Facts.
So, like, even, like, with that record, it was like, I don't feel like I should step too far, like, out of my box or did no shit there because it's like, like, I fucked with 1,000 snack. You know what I'm saying? But it was just the fact that I ain't never been doing too many records like that or even been on no party club shit.
Right. And I think it was a dope record because when I got that record and then it come to the Summerella, the Pretty Bitches in the Trap remix, and I'm like, hey, bro, on fire. Like, and these ain't the records I'm expecting to hear, bro, on. Like, like, these is going. So I'm like, yo, all right, he's on some different wave. Like, he's really both feet in now. You know what I mean?
Almost so focused now and at the same time more so like, you know, like just willing and ready to jump out of my comfort zone. Like, I feel like everybody reach their points to where you just be confiding in the way you at. Like, like hell nah, like I ain't doing that shit. Like, fuck that. This is me. This what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm me regardless, but I'm well around it. At the same time, I just I ain't never wanna do that. Like, same way like when it came down to me and Mike Will doing the Edwood project. It took for me to goddamn go 45, trust his word, and go 45 fucking minutes out the biddy to go to this studio he like to record in. And I never wanted, I could have been saved so much money, all the show I spent in the studio before I got my shit, because they'll let me record out there for free. But I never wanted to take that ride. Like, man, I appreciate that, baby, but I'm not bumming out here.
Yeah, it's far.
You know what I mean? So it's like I had to jump out my box the same way just to goddamn to build up with me and Mike Will ended up building up with each other, just jumping out of my comfort zone.
Now, I'm going to ask you this because you brought Mike up again. I'm sure you had everybody in Atlanta pulling your way. Like, come here, bro. Let me rock with you on the music. Come sign with me. Come do this with me. Let me do this deal. And I know you, like you said, you and Mike spent time together. It was a real friendship, a real relationship that took the time to build. But why did you pick to decide to rock with Mike 100% over the other options that I know you had?
Mike just more so, no, it's just the connection we got, and he's just such a genuine dude. Like, I don't feel like I ever like have to, like, no matter how many arguments we get into or differences we have, like, I don't feel like you'll ever be one of the ones that's
gonna snake you.
I have to, that'll try to slime a nigga out, and I'm gonna have to do something too. Like, so with any of the rest of the folk, we might be booed too. Like, there was a lot of them that were great offers and all that type of shit. Like, rather it was management deals or just with the label shit. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like at certain points it was like, rather they just had too much on their plates and too much going on, or like, nah, that nigga might be slime ball. They gonna get me in some bullshit or what. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, if I'm even thinking like that, you know what I'm saying? Then I'd rather just not deal. And we just stay booed, we boo, you know what I mean? So with Mike, it was like I just fuck with him on a different scale, and like I feel like he had the same respect for me that I got for sure. So it was a no-brainer for real.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, before I get you out of here, you know I'm gonna ask this. I'm sure you prepared for it.
What's that?
This damn pool party.
Yeah.
Did you expect it to be what it turned out to be?
I ain't expect Shawty to tap on her goddamn oven and ask a nigga to stuff that motherfucker. Hell no. I knew my shit was gonna be litty. Like, I don't play with them parties. Like, anytime I'm throwing some shit, like, it gonna be litty. Like, anybody tell you, anybody know me, like, I don't be with the Hollywood shit, period. Like, any type of bougie ass shit going on, you really need to get the fuck on. Like, I'm finna make everybody get in there, all that shit. Like, we finna, you feel
that
me?
was the one good thing I noticed. It wasn't a normal black person pool party just sitting around the ring.
Stuffed in that bitch. Yeah, okay, I'm finna start mushy you in that bitch and everything. Only thing I always tell all the homies, like, make sure they phones and shit out their hand. They ain't got no valuables that finna go in there that the water gonna fuck up. After that fact, they shouldn't be at no pool. This is called the pool party for a reason. You party in the pool.
Facts.
After you get that shit up out their hand, mush their ass up in there. We ain't going for that. You feel me? You mad about it? Let hit. Yeah. You feel me? We can hit the bitch out or just get the fuck out.
Either or, but
yeah,
you at a pool
so like,
party.
I like to have fun, bro. We ain't got number one like to live, man. You feel me? Like, ain't no rewind button on this shit. I feel like so many folk gonna regret the way they lived in life, because it was based off of the opinions that they felt like everybody else had and what they were gonna say about what they were doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's misery. Like, that's miserable.
It is.
Like, to be able to, like, to move around just because I like, oh, you want me to goddamn grow my hair out? Like, Oh no, they said I need to get dread, man. I ain't coming back outside till my dread get long. Nigga, that's lame as fuck. Nigga, you hear me? You want your bald head, you want that skin fade, however you want your mohawk, however you doing it, nigga, throw that bitch out. So for me, I knew the party was gonna turn up like the worst way, just based off of how me and my youngin' them thug it anyway.
Right.
But I ain't no shawty was gonna wanna and stuff.
Because I think that broke the internet.
Yeah, that was a different level right there.
I think everybody and every dude and every chick was like,
she was focused. She wanted that 3,000.
She wanted it.
She wanted that 3,000.
It bad.
She got it too.
She deserved it.
yeah. She
Not
got
gonna lie, she deserved every little bit of that money. But nah, I appreciate you coming through, taking time out today. You know what I mean? I know you moving around, and again, I'm a supporter of Trouble. I think I just love the rawness because again, you get what you give, like, and everything you've given is you. So I can't be mad at that.
I appreciate it.
You know what I mean? Nah, no problem at all. What's next from you?
We're working on the album right now. I'm gonna drop the album like around mid-November type shit.
Okay.
We're gonna put the single out in the next few weeks.
Dope.
Got Boosie on that guy, you know what I mean? And at the same time, me and Boosie working on the album too, a joint venture.
Oh, that's gonna be serious.
Yeah, so we finna set the street back on fire the raw way.
The streets need that right now.
Definitely.
There's nothing in the streets moving
and
right
damn
now.
Thing, you
nothing.
Hear me?
I can't even say what it is if it is.
They can't tell you how to do nothing but go get an outfit and get free.
Hey, that's it.
Me
That's it.
I tell you how to get no money and shit. And I had to watch out for the crosses. You don't know shit.
Yeah,
get fresh.
Get fresh. That's all y'all want me to do now.
Fact.
These $1,000 sneakers.
Go get your chain, my boy.
Yeah, like, nah, we need some real motivation back in for the
put that shit out here. We going AWOL.
I definitely can't wait for that. You and Boosie, that's gonna be something serious and something classy. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Naptown, y'all better lock in with my dog, man. Trouble, man. It's real serious in here. When he pull up in the city, ATL represented. I'm trying to get an invite to the next pool party. Don't worry. We gonna pop up somehow, some way.
You got your invite, my boy. You got the red carpet.
Oh, we there then.
You got the red carpet. It's litty.
Naptown, I'm gonna bring you the footage from my Instagram. We there next time. But no, I appreciate you, man. And we definitely supporting the record and anything else you need.
I appreciate that, gang.
All right, it's Hot 963.